Oh, what is going on, everybody?
Hello!
It is Pixel Partners here, and welcome back to Danganronpa. When we left off,
Poor Sakura.
yeah, the unkillable has been killed. She's not just sitting there waiting for the moon to come. She's gone.
Waiting for the moon to come?
I don't know. I was just trying to think of some random thing that she'd be waiting on. And welcome to my brain.
Okay.
So this is a new session, so I've had a little bit of time to think. This isn't really a theory, more just kind of like a thinking process of like, last case was like the one that was supposed to be, the super convoluted case that we figured out almost instantly what was going on. But this one, while it's not as convoluted, it's just got the whole like locked room mystery. This is the one that's the hardest one to figure out exactly what's going on so far with what we have.
It's the hardest one to pinpoint.
Because, you know, with it being the whole locked room mystery and the door, like, the only person that should have been able to put that there would have been Sakura, which leads towards the fact that she may have done something to herself. But then you have the whole bloodstain over there, and then the bottle that was put there after we broke the door down. Broke the window open.
The protein shake.
Yeah, because that's on top
thing.
of the glass that ended up there after we came in there. And pretty much, like, which leads to, like...
Is it bad that I want Byakuya to somehow be involved in this so he can die?
I wish, but I still think he's just kind of playing the game as it is.
Honestly, I'm surprised Hina's lasted this long, as bad as that sounds.
I know. And, like, there's almost parts of this that are kind of pushing Hina forward as being semi-involved because she's the one that gave the chocolate to her. And
it was
then
just
Hina,
the hard candy, not a chocolate.
Or the hard candy. And then Hina was also the person that was, like, with us and then left after we broke the room up, which, like, she's one of the few people that could have put the drink there afterwards. Like, there's not many people that could have done that. It's like, she's involved somehow, but I don't know how. Like, I was like, did she get in a fight with... She
could have been set up.
Maybe. Which leads me towards, like, Toko a little bit. Or Genocide Jill, Jack, whatever they want to call her at this point. So it's like, I don't know. But we got to find out what everyone thinks about the whole...
Because she did slap her master.
Yeah. So, let's see what all these people
honestly, he deserves more than a slap, but...
yes.
But thank you for coming to my
let's see what Byakuya and the others think about this whole meeting thing. What do you want? You're bothering me.
You're bothering me by existing.
I'd like to talk to you about? Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped that note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all, aside from now.
Yeah.
Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Jesus.
I just realized how long his eyelashes are.
Yeah.
Pretty boy.
Let me see who else. Let me see if Kyoga has anything new to add, because I can't leave the room yet, but... So this is you. But.
Yeah, I know. But for Sakura to have been killed...
Yeah, she's not able to go down without a fight.
It's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
And you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
She's decided? She's got a lot more pushes since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say.
Yeah.
I remember what my thought process that I kind of dropped off on was that, like, there's almost parts of the case that are trying to push it towards Hina having some involvement. But, like, it wouldn't make sense with her character, with everything that's going on, for her to do something when her and Sakura are, like, best friends.
Plus, her reaction, she was like not okay.
The only thing that would almost make sense is if, like, she found out that Sakura was trying to kill herself with the poison from the room and got in a fight with her about it, and then accidentally, got in a fight about it and, did all that. But I don't know. So we gotta go figure out. I also had the thought of, like, maybe, like, Byakuya snuck into the room early and hid over here and watched Sakura just kill herself and then set up the crime scene to look like someone fought her.
That's true. He likes doing that.
Because he likes fucking with crime scenes, apparently. So, it was the only way out of that room. It doesn't have a lock. Item, of course, broken inside. Okay, I just wanted to leave the room.
Yeah,
I just need to leave
okay.
it. Thankfully, I know the controls, because since they have the controller plugged in at first, it's got the mouse controls back on for right now. But thankfully, I know the controls by this point. So
that's good. I'd be surprised if you didn't know.
Yeah, those other two people probably went back to their room.
You have Steam notifications put on.
They're always on unless I go, like, offline. I know that sometimes that was my brother just now getting on a set of course to go race. I've had Juicy go on VR chat while we're playing the freaking game. Like, okay.
Of course.
Got a name drop. I know a famous YouTuber.
Gage. You knew Gage before he was famous.
I knew him when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Christ. Anyways, so we need to go to Toko and back. So Toko. Hey there. Which version of you am I gonna get when I press on the doorbell?
Yeah, granted, Game Grumps, that happens with him all the time.
Yeah.
We're professionals.
For real.
Toko. There's that again. Huh?
Who's there?
Yeah, that.
The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I
Yeah.
was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
Slithered.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something?
Yes. I want to talk about the fact that Sakura asked to meet with you.
What?
Is she surprised by that?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bianca already told me that she asked to meet with him.
What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Huh, Toko claims she didn't go see her, but I don't really believe her. Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Bye.
Alright.
Alright. And then, which one is... That's Celeste. She's gone. Sakura. I think he's right
Oh, they're
down.
neighbors.
Leon. Yashihiro. Hey there.
That hair.
Yeah. Press the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few seconds, holy shit.
Hi.
Something, Dakota. Did you need something? Yes, I did. Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Oh, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Oh, well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She
How about that?
gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing.
That was suspicious.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious.
Even Makoto knows.
Then you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw her was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at
I haven't
me.
seen her since then. Well, I'm here. Could you show me the note she gave you? Oh, I still have it. Let's see. Girl's feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore.
Conveniently.
With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulls his hands back out of his pockets. When he did, I saw something flutter to the ground.
Was it a note?
Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket.
Oh.
Hiro?
Hiro.
Huh? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Hey, sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I get it. I thought you asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, if you'll excuse me. While waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slid back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it.
How does he have that if Hina has the whole box in her room?
Good question. Okay, so from Toko and Hiro, what next? I'll definitely have a look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, we should find more about the protein can we found in the floor in the rec room. Sure must have to do with the chem lab. So where should I
We'll
start?
check with the chem lab.
Absolutely.
Since we're already
That's
out
the
of
wrong
the
button.
room.
Yeah, we'll go back there last. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It would make sense to go back there last.
Yeah. Go check out the new stuff.
Because then after what we saw with Hiro, we can look at the wrapper again.
The
probably.
only reason I can think of going back to the back to the crime scene is that someone's having a moment over there. People are arguing, some kind of things going on. That's what I can imagine happening. Okay.
Oh, you're in here.
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? There's a bunch of shit on the floor. Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand.
Oh, fuck off.
Okay, what the hell? Okay, do we want to talk about all the shit on the ground or not yet? Not important. I'll just look at the cabinet first. There's even footsteps going up to it. Okay, let's just look at this general area. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I'm going to take a closer look at it. Yeah, probably should. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, is that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf.
Powder.
Have to be careful not to step in. Well, there's footsteps, but I guess what is this in the first place? So, there's a broken bottle in front of the shelf.
I see a skull and crossbones.
Yes.
That's
Is this
poison.
where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it, Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words,
That's right, it had only been around the time of the incident. That really is when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow.
Oh boy.
And all that broken glass, but then there's the powder itself. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. Trying to leave a footprint. There's already a bunch there in the first place.
That's only one person too.
These are footprints? They're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer.
God dang it.
With a sufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop.
I swear to God.
Okay. So I got to work, and long before I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean.
What is that supposed
me?
to be?
See.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
Certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoe and I'll confirm their size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Becky said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These prints really are a valuable clue. I don't like that my feet are too big for them.
Which means
they're smaller.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they could be Toko. I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. I should probably take a hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the position of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Okay. What is in the leftmost shelf?
Yeah, can we check?
Let's see, what's on this shelf? All the bad stuff. Well, they're all kind of dietary supplements and different medicines. Protein sugar found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait!
C9.
This one bottle here is labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident?
What's B?
Yeah, even though it's probably going to be C that matters.
Yeah.
But it's on this shelf. Looks like a bunch of chemists have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction.
We're familiar with that.
Yeah. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Jesus.
Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What do you think? Studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
Fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I couldn't even say that. You know, it doesn't matter. Right now, I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess you consider this part of shelving unit section B. Don't see anything out of ordinary here. In which case, I don't have to worry too much about this shelf.
Now
And
C
then
is
C.
where that came from.
Yeah, on this shelf is
Oh.
one look, and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals.
Yeah, so in A, that other one's definitely out of place.
Yeah, the A is supposed to be all the
Dietary
protein
supplements.
drinks. Yeah. These are like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letters C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C.
Which makes sense, because that one fell right from that shelf, it seems.
Yeah. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is, yeah, we've gone over all this. Breaking power for section A. What concerns me at the section A, there was a bottle with a label from section C.
Yeah.
What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There's definitely something going on there.
Uh-huh. That's a truth bullet.
Already taking a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room.
Yeah, I think that's all there is to see
Huh.
here.
So, someone moved something from C to A. I don't think no, it's just all on one shelf.
So you think they went to C, and then they grabbed something, and then that fell, so they walked around it, but they had to get to A, so that's where the footprints came from there?
I don't. If they left footprints, they wouldn't have worried about that at all in the first place. So the footprints probably came after the poison was put in there.
But then who spilled the powder? You know?
Let's go find out by going back to the rec room and leaving Byaku to his own little world over here. Leave the area.
And
We're gonna
lock
go
him
to the
in
rec
there. Keep him in there.
God, I wish we could. I wish we could. Rec room's on the 3rd floor, right? Isn't it? Yeah, it's over there. All right, what's going
It'd be
on here?
hilarious if the only way that he had to survive in there was by eating just raw protein powder.
That'd be great.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going?
Weird. Kyoko and Toko, I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look over them You do well to look them over one more time.
Okay, so Sakura's body. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Give me time, I just looked. Well, yeah, I know, but...
Hey,
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the
Give me
body?
a fucking second here.
There's no getting around it.
Like me, Kyoko didn't recall the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
it's true.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What? Nani?
Sorry, never mind.
hey,
More importantly, look here. Oh.
See, here's what's... So did that spill while she was there? Because it's on top of her shoe.
Uh-huh.
Which means it spilled down onto her while she was standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1.
Yeah, like that would literally be if she was standing there and the powder fell from the right and splashed
Onto
onto
her
it.
shoes, yeah.
So it fell while she was there.
Huh.
Hey,
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
it's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot, so let me just explain.
Okay.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
One more thing?
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
Weird. Okay. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body.
Do you think one of the blows to her head was from that poison bottle?
No, because that wouldn't. No, because if it was on her shoe, it landed to the right of her and splashed like it
True.
was. So it shouldn't be that. We have to look at, because there's the bottle and then the magazine rack. She said there was something new for it. So let's look at. Wait, do we want to look at those or the ones on the ground?
Both.
There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura was sitting on. All the glass all red, that was on right. This is originally been a bottle. Top of that near the glass. Monokuma figure. Okay, it's gonna be these then. I think Yuko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something. Oh, I didn't even think about. There's 2 missing.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was just. I didn't think they were actually spaced out evenly. I thought it was just, they were up there, no rhyme or
Yeah.
reason. But no, there's 2 missing there. So something new. Something new.
Hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Plus the chess pieces.
I know there's chess pieces, but a correlation.
Because the one we found is at night.
Yeah. Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so.
Oh my god, you're dumb. Oh, I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
And that's not just because you don't trust me, right? I'll shut up. No answer?
I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. That's true.
Only to a degree. Okay.
We deserve that.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Well, we don't. Makoto does.
The only thing I can assume is that maybe the other piece was a queen that's gone missing. That'll be next to the king over there, because the king's still there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a rook, and a bishop, and the knight's on the
And
ground.
the pawn.
And there's a pawn there. I haven't played chess in so long. I'm like, is there more pieces? But I think that's it.
No, yeah.
Because there's 2 of the rooks and the bishops and the knights.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that should be everything.
Hey.
Okay.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
Just smash the head with the bottle. Ow! An experiment?
How much does
Anyway.
this hurt? No.
Oh,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too.
oh, she can try and recreate it. Are you sure it's okay to mess with a crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here,
Thank
so...
God.
So then.
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass.
Okay. With that, Kyoko left the room. I don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. Took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. I then spent the next 16 hours tirelessly and meticulously putting the bottle back together. And just as I finished up, I assume that's her.
I guess. Sorry to
then.
keep
Yeah.
you waiting. Yeah. Is everything ready? And let's get to work.
So what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words.
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. I guess she's making sure it's not a poison bottle or something.
Well, I think I wonder if she thinks that maybe it happens somewhere else, and that because if there's glass missing, then it'll weigh differently.
Because it's the same color as one of the.
It is the
poison,
same one that's on the
yeah.
ground there. Yeah. Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
Listen.
First, let's compare the weight of 2 of the normal Monokuma bottles.
Why? Okay, so you're just making sure they are even. It's balanced.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures are inside basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see?
If it's heavier, that'll be a problem.
Yeah.
Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. Okay, so
Yeah.
I never missed to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and
so
there.
then,
Okay, then let's give it a try.
It's about to be heavier. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together.
hey,
And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion.
Unless they used 2 bottles and took one of the pieces away. That could be why it's heavier, because there is a second bottle that's missing.
Yeah. So what do you think? It's all on you. No pressure.
Yeah, there are a couple of ways, because like you said, the bottles, I think they're a similar color. The poison one might be more brown now that I see it up close like that.
Yeah.
Like those are very like vibrant, like wine red.
Yeah.
While the other bottle was like literally like poop brown. Okay, and then the magazine.
Why did you have to use that kind of brown? There's
don't
so many
know.
other kinds of brown.
All right, some of the kind of clue hiding. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding some kind of clue. Clue, blue skadooby can too. Huh, this magazine is upside down. Someone put it back on that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. Picked up the inverted magazine. I flipped through it.
Oh!
This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said, "Toko." Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it.
Yoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
A dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. She said both of Sakura's hands were clean, remember?
Yeah, so it couldn't have been
No,
her.
someone's being framed. It was
Yeah.
already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure.
You like to do that every time
Yeah,
now.
she does. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. Girl,
I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If everything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Because someone put it upside down so that someone would find it and look inside it.
yeah.
Because it would stand
to
out
make
like a
it
sore
obvious.
thumb.
Ding dong bang
Boy, the
bong.
investigation's done already.
Dang.
I mean, I figured that would be about it for the investigation.
Yeah. I'm so used to investigate. Oh.
Whoops, he had caught me sleeping. The investigation was just so boring, I couldn't stay awake.
Oh my
Should I
god.
do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Bye. Sorry, time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved.
Yeah.
This, but whatever happened will have to happen in the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. I really don't know what to think.
Me neither.
Because there are so many things that point in so many different directions that, at least to me, I mean, we have Hiro with the rapper, which needs some fucking explaining because that makes him look sus as hell.
Because so far our theories have been pretty solid for the most part up until now.
But they've been like easy cases. There's the
have.
Leon handwriting. There was what was the second one that happened? Oh well, the Mondo one did take us off guard, but that is also because freaking Byakuya messed with the crime scene, so we thought it was going a certain way. But then as soon as it flipped,
We're like,
we
oh
caught on
well.
the Mondo. And then last time we got Celeste.
We
instantly.
straight up,
like, but like as soon as things happened, we were like, oh, it's Celeste. But this one,
I don't know.
I mean, now I
Like
don't.
Hiro's acting very suspicious.
He is. I think because of the
Toko's
way that
also being kind of weird, but that's also Toko.
Yeah, and I think we can flip on Toko, maybe, because the one thing that speaks to me is that Toko would be very hard to murder someone as Toko because she's afraid of blood. If she sees it, she'll fucking pass out.
Yeah.
But one of my things was you can murder someone without blood by poisoning.
Uh-huh.
So that would give her a method of doing something.
Yeah.
But then, where did all the blood come from? Did Byakuya fuck with the crime scene again afterwards? Like, what happened with that?
Cause she vomited blood, remember?
Yeah, but no, I'm saying that someone wrote the name in blood.
Oh.
Someone had to do that, and it wasn't Sakura. So who did that?
Yeah.
Well, you know
Maybe
what?
it is Byakuya, because he wants to get rid of
I
Toko.
fucking wish, but once again, he probably just is fucking with the game or something.
But yeah,
I don't know.
No, that's what I mean. I mean, maybe it was him who wrote Toko in there, because he wants to get rid of her.
Yeah, I just hope it's not Hina somehow. I just
God,
let her be
Hina.
safe. Anyways, we're gonna get into this class trial next
It'd
time.
be your turn to cry, dude.
Don't do that to me. Don't put that evil on me.